Welcome to the next session on the subject engineering graphics. Today we are going to solve this problem on orthographic projections. You can go to the description below to see all the related videos of the subject engineering graphics. The problem statement is draw front view, top view and left hand side view of the object shown in figure looking in direction X. Use first angle method of projection. The first step is to draw rectangles of appropriate sizes for front view, top view and left hand side view. Okay, let us decide the sizes in front view, top view and side view. So in front view you will see this dimension will be seen, which is 75. So length of the object is 75. So for front view, length and the other dimension will be height, that is equal to 50. So L by H, that is equal to 75 by 50 will be seen. For top view, as we see here, this dimension will be seen, that is 63 and another dimension 75. So for top view, length 75 and width is equal to 63. And for side view, rather left hand side view, as we see, this 63 will be seen and height 50 will be seen. So we can see width is equal to 63 and height equal to 50. So next step is to draw XY line as I have already drawn, and X1 Y1, and just leave 10 to 15 mm distance above and below XY for dimensioning purpose. The rectangle for front view which has size 75 by 50, and this is another rectangle for top view which has size 75 by 63. This is 75 and this is 63. Now let us start constructing the front view for this object. Let us understand which part will be visible in front view. So as we see, this plane will be visible in. So these are the planes which will be visible when you look it from front. So as we see, this is the bottommost edge which will be seen. Even this edge is also at the ground level. So all this edge will be continuously seen. Then this vertical edge and this vertical edge will be seen in front view. And as we see, we don't know what is the slope of this part. But if you join this point with this point, then you will get the slope of this inclined surface. Okay. So first locate that point at a distance 12 mm from bottom. So this point is located, and then draw this bottommost part edge. Then here we have to draw that vertical edge at a height 50, and now we have to simply join this point, that is this point with this particular point. Okay, so we have to join these two points to get the slope of that part. So this is the way we have obtained that slope. Now we can see, measure 25 from this side, 25 from this side, so that you will get this slot. Okay, so 25 from this side, then 25 from right side, right? And then if you draw vertical line from these 2 points, you can see wherever these two vertical lines intersect with this inclined line, you will get the particular slot. Okay, so we have to simply draw these vertical lines like this. Okay, so this is that slot which I have shown in front view. And now this edge, inclined edge, which will be seen as continuous line when you look it from infinity, so that edge I am showing now as a continuous edge, right? Now we have to show this particular plane surface, which is a triangular plane surface. How to locate that surface, we can see. For that we have to take help of this distance. Now this distance is 12. Okay, so we have to measure 12 mm horizontally. This is 12 mm measured horizontally, and now from here you have to draw one vertical just line. So this is that point. From here we have to now start constructing this part. Now this part has a height of, you can see, 16 mm. This distance is given as 16. So from here measure 16 upwards. Okay, and now you can see this part, this line is horizontal. So from here, wherever it intersects with this inclined surface, you will get that horizontal surface. Okay, so simply draw one horizontal line this way. So we have now got this particular triangular surface. Okay, so this is the triangular surface. Now we have to draw this triangular surface. As we see, this triangular surface has a depth of 12. So from here, from top measure 12 mm like this, and from here we have to simply draw one horizontal line. Wherever that line intersects with this inclined surface, you get that triangular surface. And remember, this edge will not be visible, because when you look it from this direction, this edge will not be visible. So we have to draw that edge by dotted line or hidden line. Okay? So this is the way we have drawn its front view. Similarly, projector from this point, because we need to project this point in top view, and also projector from this particular point because it also needs to be projected. Now let us see which part will be visible in top view. So if you start drawing the top view, you can see this edge is visible, then this whole outline you can see. Only thing here, there is no edge here, so we have to first complete this much part of this object. Now we can see from here we have to actually draw this slot, but you can see this edge will be continuously seen, so I am just drawing that continuous edge here. Okay, now as we see here, 25 here, 25 from here. Okay, so no need to measure the distance, we have to see this projector and draw that line up to here only. Similarly, from this side we have to draw the line up to here, and now in this much part there is this slot. Okay, so that slot is 12 mm inside, so from here measure 12 mm inside like this, and now join these 2 points. Okay, so this particular slot is shown in top view like this, and you can see it is exactly between these 2 projectors. So this is the slot which I have shown in top view. Okay, now apart from this, what else is seen? We can see this particular surface is seen in top view. Now how to locate that surface? For that surface, the projectors are these two projectors we have to trace, and now you can see from here we have to measure 19 mm. From this end measure 19 mm, and now within these 2 projectors, see I'm drawing this part, I'm drawing this particular part. So within these 2 projectors, 19 mm from here I have to draw this part. So just draw one line up to here, trace this projector only up to here, then 25 from here. From here the width of this part is 25, so measure 25 from here, as we see here, up to here, and complete that part. That part will be seen rectangular like this. And now the only part remaining in top view is this slot, this particular slot. So this slot in top view will be seen as rectangle. Now how much distance? 22 from here or 22 from here? So from either ends we have to measure 22 this side and also 22 from this side. So within these 2 I have to now draw this slot. Okay, so trace this projector, and within this projector I have to show this particular slot. Okay, so this slot is shown, as you can see by tracing this projector, the slot will be seen in top view like this slot I am talking. For side view, draw horizontal projectors from front view. Similarly, extend horizontal projectors from top view up to here, and then using arc method draw projectors for the side view. So within this rectangle, as we see, within this particular rectangle we have to now construct the side view of the object. Okay. Okay, so these 3 planes will be visible in side view. So first I am drawing this bottommost plane, which I have to draw of this height 12 mm, and within this particular total width, so we can see within this width, so this bottommost part of 12 mm thickness I have drawn. Now from here you can now see this whole edge will be seen, even this edge also, both these edges will be seen continuous, because when you look from side, though this edge is something like inclined edge, and when you see this inclined edge from side, it will be seen as one vertical line. Okay, so we have to just draw these 2 lines. Now you can see this edge will be seen. Okay, and within only in this much part there will not be any edge here, so except the slot we have to show these 2 edges like this. So for that we have to trace the projectors of the slot. We can see this one and this one, these 2 are the projectors of the slot. So except within these 2, and in front view this dotted line indicates the slot. So exactly in these two projectors we have to show that slot in side view. Okay, so this is the way that slot will be seen in side view. Now apart from this plane is seen in side view. You can see this particular plane is seen in side view. So trace the projectors. Now that plane in front view is this one. Okay, so these are the this particular vertical line indicates that plane. So trace these two projectors. You can see this one and this one. These two projectors are to be traced. In top view we can see we have to trace these two projectors. So this one, okay, so one, then this is the second point, then trace this projector, this is third, and this is fourth. So within these 4 points we have to construct that particular part which I am talking about this. Okay, and now only one thing is remaining, and that is this particular line. If you look it from this side, as we see in this case, if you look from this side, this edge is partly visible and partly invisible. Now up to where it is visible, you can see, if I think of this particular edge, it will be visible along this horizontal line, top to up to this horizontal line, and remaining part which is in the bottom will not be visible. Okay, so for that what you have to do, we have to trace these projectors. So as we see here, the slot here is this one, that slot is this one. So trace this projector. Okay, from here the dotted line is along this particular projector. Okay, so this projector and this one, actually that line will be seen from here up to the bottom, but out of that the edge below this particular part will not be visible, and above that it will be visible. Okay, so while above this it will be visible, and as you see here, this edge will be visible. Is not that edge, that edge corresponds to this projector. It is very important here, we have to project this point in side view. So first draw one projector from this point. Okay, and up to here we need to extend that particular line. So this completes front view, top view, and left hand side view of this particular object. Last step is to give dimensions, name the views and give the dimensions. So here this is the final projections which are also drawn to the scale, and the dimensioning is done by using unidirectional method. I hope you understood this video. Thank you very much for your patient viewing.